Yo, what is up guys? It is Bazzaa here today, back with another video everybody. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic today. Thank you for coming back on the channel. But today, my friends, it's going to be a little bit of a rants video. And it's not going to be the most positive video, but that's okay, you know, because we're going to also talk about some positive things and how we can fix these negatives. And my friends, that is about the brand new Infinity Gauntlet LTM inside of Fortnite, or game mode inside of Fortnite. Now, I honestly like this game mode. It's not the worst, but this game mode has a lot of things that really can improve it, and I don't think it is the best that it can be. And with a few small changes, I think it can be made a lot better. But anyway, guys, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and anyway, let's get straight into it. Now, guys, we're going to be talking about, like, 3 different things in this video, and based around Thanos himself. We're going to be going over his movement speed, his damage, and like the reward of picking him up. And we're going to talk about those 3 topics in that particular order. So we're going to be going over his movement speed first. Now, honestly, personally, I feel like Thanos he's way too slow. Actually, before we get into this, I feel like people are really scared of Thanos. Like, I mean, I was too myself in my first game, but I feel like he's really not that good, and that's why we're going to be talking about these things on how to improve him, because he really isn't that good. And that's why, you know, if you have played this for the first time, it's very easy to get intimidated by him. Trust me, as I said, I was too. But we're going to talk about these things, and I'm going to tell you guys why he really isn't that good. And you'll probably find that out after you play for like 3 or 4 games. Like, first game was probably the worst game for me when I played with him. It slowly gets a little bit better, but then it just starts to wear off, like, the novelty of using him, and you'd rather just try kill him because he's honestly not that hard to kill. And, you know, you start to realize he's just not that good. Okay, so anyway, with all that out of the way, let's go and start off with his movement speed. So we know Thanos, he has his super jump that takes around like 3 to 5 seconds to charge up, around there, probably like 3-4 seconds to charge up, and then he does a gigantic leap into the air. Now, while you're in the air, you have a few options of what you can do. You can pull out your laser from his arm, and that will basically make you levitate in mid-air while you're shooting your laser at, you know, whoever you're shooting them at above ground. In that time, though, keep in mind, you cannot move, and the only thing you can do is turn around. You know, obviously you can spin around, you know, do your 360s, whatever, but you cannot go forwards, backwards, left or right. So, yeah, that makes you a very vulnerable target while you're in mid-air doing that. Or, if you don't feel like lasering, the other thing you can do is, basically, while you're in mid-air, you can punch, like, do his ground slam sort of punch, which basically, there'll be like a little dot in the middle of the screen. You guys will know if you've played, but basically, wherever you aim that punch, your character will, like, start, Thanos, he will start flying down, hit the ground at a very fast pace, and do, obviously, like, a big, sort of shock wave of damage. And obviously, if there's a player in that area, they get damaged. I believe it's like 100 or 80 or damage or something, 80 to 100 damage, I'm not really sure. But basically, they're the 2 things you can do while you're in midair with this jump. Now, the entire problem with his movement, starting with the jump, it is just so slow to charge up his jump. And, like, I mean, like, you guys know, if you've used this, you're literally standing still for like 5 seconds while this jump is charging up, and it makes you so easy to be able to be shot and literally get drained in health. Like, if someone has a gold scar and they just keep tap firing your head, because, like, you know, you can tap fire quite fast, that's like 70 damage every time. Like, you'd be able to get a nice 10 shots off, and, like, what is that, like 10 times 70, like, that's like 700 damage right there. So super vulnerable when doing the jump and charging up. Now, I feel like it'd be a lot better if Thanos just had a regular jump that you could do by just tapping X once, just like in the regular Fortnite. And then if you wanted to use his charge up jump, you'd have to hold down X for like 5 seconds, and then it'd leave. Because I think the thing is, this regular jump, like, or this boost jump, is just like, you don't always want to use that, and that's what I feel like really makes him not as good as he could be. Like, if he just had a normal, like, jump, so you could just sort of dodge bullets and not always have to go up in the air, then come back down, it'd be a lot better. It'd also make it easier for, you know, getting over structures and just jumping up little ledges and all that type of stuff. Because, you know, that you cannot leave the ground and do until you do this boost jump. And if you have multiple people shooting at you, within seconds, you're all gone, honestly, with this super jump. As I said, you're standing there, you can't do anything. There are so many people coming at you usually when you have Thanos, so like, he's gonna get melted. And that is one of the things that really doesn't make him good, and this is probably the main point. But yeah, so honestly, if the mix to fix his movement, I would just add a normal jump and give players the option to be able to just do a normal little leap jump. Or if they want to go ahead and do his super jump, well then, give them the opportunity to hold X down or whatever it is on Xbox, so that they can go ahead and do that jump, so they don't always have to be doing or going straight back up in the air and then down again just to get over a little ledge, because it really is annoying. It's not really practical. But yeah, I feel like that would make him a lot better. So that is it for the movements. We're going to be moving now on to damage, and we're going to start off with his laser. Okay, so as soon as the LTM was released, his laser did 15 damage, and that was okay. It did a decent amount of damage to structures. Obviously, it's not made for structures. You can just go punching things because, like, his punch destroys everything in one shot. So that was okay. But, if you wanted more of a longer range attack, his laser was actually not a bad option to do. Although I felt it was a little bit weak, as it only did 15. So a few hours later of this game mode, they decided to drop his health to, the damage to 12. And I was like, what? Like, I really don't know why they did this. Like, I think it was a little bit underpowered as it was on 15 laser. I felt like it should have been down or upped to like 17, and that is what I don't understand, why they made it 12, because now his laser is absolute rubbish, and once again, you can't even move while using the laser. Like, I don't understand why everything with Thanos has to be, you can't move while you're doing anything, besides like running around and punching people. Like, you can move when you're using a normal player when shooting. I guess I understand, right? They try to balance him so you can't be going ahead and like taking out goddamn like 20 people at a time. But at the same time, it really is just nerfing Thanos every time. He's really not that good. And I feel like he should be able to move with at least his laser. Okay, maybe not mid-air, but at least when you're using his laser on the ground, increase the damage. Or even if you're not going to increase the damage, leave it on 12, but make it so you can move while he's using that laser. So you're not just a statue and getting shot by, like, 5 or 6 people. Like, 90% of the time while using Thanos, you're going to be shot by more than one person. So that's my problem with his laser and his movements. And when it comes to his punch, I feel like his punch is actually balanced. 80 damage for a hit. I think that's good. As you know, Thanos, he can't jump up things. So if someone's trying to get you on grounds level, you can just build up and get on top of something, presuming he doesn't punch it down straight away. But, it's fairly easy to escape from him on a grounds battle, if he's trying to chase you with his fist. So I feel like that's balanced. That's good. His fist, I don't think anything should be changed with his punch. Alright, so that basically covers everything to do with the damage and his movement speed. Now, I want to talk about this last thing here, that is the reward of using Thanos and how it should change during the game. So we're going to get straight into that right now. Okay, guys, so the thing is with Thanos, like, everyone wants him at the start of the game, and that's all cool. I understand, like, he's super powerful. I mean, if used in the right way, and if you use him carefully, but you're not going to just be able to go around, mindlessly trying to kill people, and that's not going to work out. We know, well, I personally believe he's not that strong, but the thing is, everyone wants him at the start, and that's all cool. And we all know at the start of the game, that is when the most people are alive. And I think with Thanos, he needs to have some type of reward for picking him up early in the game, as you're pretty much asking to be killed if you pick him up early in the game, because that is when everybody is hunting for him. And literally the most people are alive and can see you on the map. So if you see what I'm getting at here, if you try pick him up early, the likelihood of you dying is super increased. And there's no way, you know, if you get him at the start, you literally have everyone looking at you. Like, you can see where Thanos is all the time on the map. And there needs to be some type of reward or increase the amount of health or damage he does if you pick it up at the start of the game. Because, like, you just cannot survive at the start. Like, you have everybody coming at you. Unless you're a god with this, or you're ninja or something like that. Go ahead and fix that. I think that'd be cool. Personally, I think it'd be better if they increase his health for the start, for maybe like the first, I don't know, 3-4 minutes of the game. That's all. Just so the player has that little bit of a, you know, advantage. Because, like, as I said, you've got so many people alive at the start of the game. Literally, you can have up to 10 people shooting at you once. You know, you can't build with Thanos. Nothing like that. So, I feel like if they did something like that, that'd be awesome. You know, fix the laser, increase the range of that and everything. I think we'll be all good. You know, fix his movement speed. And I think it can be really fun and will actually challenge the player to killing him. But anyway, guys, that is it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. It has been me, Bazzaa. Make sure you guys go subscribe, all that. Put on those post notifications if you guys haven't already. Check out the USK Gaming channel, all that. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, everybody, and bye-bye.